Hey guys, welcome back to another review. Today I am reviewing Whiplash, starring Miles Teller, J.K. Simmons, Melissa Benoist, and Paul Reiser, and was directed by Damien Chazelle, and is about a promising young drummer enrolls at a cutthroat music conversary where his dreams of greatness are mentored by an instructor who will stop at nothing to realize his students' potential. Now, I know with a plot like that, it doesn't sound that interesting, but trust me, this movie is surprising on every level. Let's talk about the acting. Miles Teller, excellent in this movie. That he so should have been nominated for this movie. He was excellent he was excellent in this film. He had a lot of, you can definitely tell how passionate he was with this movie. The drumming scenes are awesome. The way how intense he is. It's a very physical performance in this movie, with how intense he drums. I mean, this movie makes drumming look intense. Like, I don't know how they did it, but there's only three, maybe four reasons on how they did that: the actor, director, editor, and cinematographer. But this movie has easily one of the best performances I've ever seen on screen, with J.K. Simmons as Fletcher, who is the mentor guy. He is basically J. Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man, and mixed with Gunny from Full Metal Jacket. That's basically him. He has about the same insults and about the same number of swear words. Like, seriously, J.K. Simmons is incredible. He steals the show. He steals the show when he's on screen. He was so worthy of winning that Oscar. If he didn't win that Oscar, I would actually be pissed off. But no, he won. He was totally worth it. One of the best performances I've ever seen on a screen. Seriously, I can't get enough of J.K. Simmons in this movie. He is so really good. And the fact that he doesn't overshadow Miles Teller just shows that both of them were excellent in this movie, because they really were. The supporting cast is good too. They're not on screen that much. The movie is mainly about Miles Teller and Simmons. They're the most important characters, so they have the most screen time and most development. Everyone else just really kind of just walks in and out of frame. I mean, yeah, they're good in the movie. They're good with the screen time they have, but they're not really a main focus. But they are good in the scenes they are in. And then there's the directing. Damien Chazelle, you could definitely tell his passion. Like, seriously, every scene is masterfully directed, and yet he wasn't even nominated for this movie. That was a mistake. Seriously, huge mistake for not nominating this guy. But he already was nominated, and I actually think he won for La La Land, which that movie was pretty good. I didn't think it was as good as this movie, though. But easily, this movie has some of the best directing I've ever seen in a film. And the ending finale is one of the best movie endings ever, period. This movie has one banger of an ending that is, oh man, it's so great. So I'm geeking out a bit about this movie, but this movie is incredible. Like, it is so good. And despite the fact that this might sound like a slow-paced movie, it actually isn't. It is extremely fast-paced. Like, when I first watched it, I'm like, this is going to be a very slow movie that's going to be overhyped, but before I knew it, the movie ended. And I'm like, wait, what? It's over? Like, seriously, this movie was fast. Like, I was so invested in this movie that I didn't even notice that the time went by. Like this is a really fast-paced movie. And it's also not as somber or pretentious as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be pretentious as frick, but it was not as bad. It was not as pretentious or slow or somber as I thought. It definitely has its sad moments, but it really wasn't, that bad. It really wasn't too sad. Like, it's not like A Sound of Metal, another movie about a drummer. Huh. connections. I did that on purpose, by the way. It's not like Sound of Metal where it's really depressing and also pretentious. I love Sound of Metal, but it's a little on the pretentious side. This movie definitely, no, I wouldn't say this one is that sad or pretentious. You could just tell there was a lot of passion behind it. And then there's the editing, the sound editing, the actual editing, the film editing. Excellent. I love the cuts and the editing. It's so great, and it helps make the movie flow a lot faster than most might know. And then there's one scene where J.K. Simmons, one of the most iconic scenes in the movie, the single-tiered people scene. Oh, geez, J.K. Simmons blew it out of the water. Same than Miles Teller. Miles Teller should have been nominated for this movie. Probably should have won, too. I didn't see Theory of Everything. I didn't see that. That's the movie that won Best Actor for Eddie Redmayne, but, that movie just looks like pretentious Oscar bait, in my opinion. I don't think it was really worth it. I'm not doubting Eddie Redmayne was good in it. I didn't see it, so I guarantee you he was really good. But, Miles Teller should have been nominated at least, and Jake Gyllenhaal for Nightcrawler. But that was like years ago. Doesn't really matter anymore. Still, nominate Gyllenhaal. You scared, Academy? Okay, that's enough of that. Do I have any flaws with this film? Absolutely not. This is easily one of my favorite movies. I love this movie. It's so good. All right, no negatives here. Not one. Not even a pacing flaw. Not even a character decision. Everything about this movie is great. All right, I have one nitpick. I wish some of the supporting characters were developed a bit more. That's it. All right, but the movie isn't about them, so it doesn't really bug me. It's more like, yeah, I could have had a few more development with that character, but who cares? We're moving on now. It was mostly like that. Very, very minor. In my opinion, there isn't a single flawless movie. Every movie has some sort of minor problem with it. Like, for me, The Godfather is a great movie. Slow, though. And there's an obvious phantom punch. And then there's Godfather Part 2, which... Actually, that might be one of them. That might be one of the few films I actually find perfect, is Godfather 2. But, okay. I'm going off track. Whiplash. All right. In conclusion, Whiplash is a masterpiece of a film. It's definitely one that I think everyone should at least see once in their life. I've seen it twice already. I still adore this movie. I'm going to give Whiplash an A+ and is a masterpiece. So if you've seen Whiplash, what did you think about it? And if you like this review, give it a like, and I will see you guys next time.